everyone. Yes, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Loretto, Princess of Football. And like I always tell you, when you see me, it's all about football. When you see me, it's all about Manchester United. Yes, we all had our hopes for Saturday. We had our hopes for the season, and as usual, we were disappointed. We all had high hopes going to the fact that we have a new manager and a bunch of new players. But alas, we had no quality on Saturday. We had no intensity. We were more reactive rather than being proactive. Oh my God, Manchester United, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Even looking at the stats, we had 50-50 possession. If I actually talk about the match we played on Saturday, I mean Manchester United with Brighton&Hove. Yes, let's talk about Ten Hag. I'm not going to excuse Ten Hag on this issue. What is his major obsession with Frankie de Jong? This player has rebuffed Manchester United to say he's not coming to our club. For God's sake, leave him alone. You had all the time and resources that should have been used to look for other players, other wingers, other striker for other positions. He kept hammering on Frankie de Jong. What is this obsession with de Jong? There are other strikers around. You had since May to plan yourself. You kept merry-go-rounding around Frankie de Jong. Time and resources that should have invested looking for a winger, a striker, and a right back were all wasted on Frankie de Jong, chasing this guy unnecessarily. And now, where are we? He has no excuse because, to be fair, Manchester United would have told or made it known to ETH how much they have a budget for recruiting other players. This guy wasted all the time chasing Frankie de Jong. Now, we just got Rabiot today, right? To think of it, Frankie de Jong is just one player, one midfielder. You saw what we played on Saturday. It's not just about the midfielder. Fine, Scott McTominay and McFred, they were a piece of... I'm not going to say anything, but I'm still going to that. I am not a fan of the Glazers, to be fair. But the truth is, player investment is not Manchester United's problem. I would say we should start from our scouts and recruits. Sack them, get rid of them. Manchester United have spent so much on player investment in the last 5 years, more than many clubs. I'm not going to say Manchester United have spent so much more than every other clubs. I'm not going to say that because I can't really say it off how much other clubs have spent. But I would say this: as scouts, they keep bringing big names. Maybe they want to sell jerseys. I don't know. But the truth is, we can always get all those youngsters to come to Manchester United. Manchester United is a brand on its own. I think that's one thing that ETH is getting right, bringing all those youngsters in and maybe get things right. But at the moment, I'm not going to say it's player investment. Our scouts are a piece of crap. We should get rid of them. Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Manchester United with Brighton&Hove on Saturday. What magic, what miracle. Fine, ETH might be a good manager, might be a good coach, but the truth is, what miracle was he trying to perform on Saturday by bringing McFred and McTominay on the pitch to start for Manchester United on Saturday? What miracle does it think was going to happen? Defense did all the work on Saturday and they were exposed. Maguire was exposed because our midfield couldn't pass the ball forward. Sancho and Rashford, even when they passed to them, they couldn't utilize the opportunities that were being given to them. They couldn't use it. And if you check the start of McTominay and McFred, their passes were... We have a long way to go, Manchester United. It was sad. It was appalling. Why was McFred starting? Why did he start on starting rather than using VDB? We had VDB on the bench. And the thing ETH did that surprised me was, why was Eriksen played as a forward, as a striker, when we all know Eriksen is not a striker? What is ETH doing? And we had Ronaldo on the bench. Apologies to Eriksen. It's not like I'm antagonized. I have anything against him because he was the only positive player we had on the pitch on Saturday. And I would say so far, at this very moment, he's still the best buy of the season for Manchester United. Hopefully, ETH will play Lisandro Martinez as CDM against Brentford. And because he's a little bit on the calm side on the ball and more progressive than Scott McTominay and McFred. I would say that for Lisandro Martinez, is more calmer and more progressive and plays more. I noticed that midfielder couldn't pass the ball to our forwards on Saturday. They couldn't pass the ball. Even the forwards, when they gave the ball to them, they couldn't utilize, they couldn't do anything. Sancho had no depth, and Rashford, as usual, was poor. And Bruno, those missed opportunities, missed chances. To be fair, Manchester United could have ended that match with 3-2 against Brighton. I would say that Malaysia should replace Luke Shaw in our next game. Luke Shaw should be benched for Malaysia. This boy is still hungry for ball. He's got the bite, and I feel him. And Dalot and Shaw, they were poor. They were exploited against Brighton. They were exploited. I just couldn't understand Bruno. He had no excuse for a player of his caliber missing those chances. No, he had no excuse. Cristiano Ronaldo still for Manchester United, or is out of our club. Let's know what we have. Let's know what we don't have. We can't have you sitting on the bench. I'm sure so many things are still going on behind closed doors as regards Cristiano Ronaldo. ETH needs to know what he has, who is working with him, who is not working with him. You can't be distracting the team, man. I think this trial and error, we really need to go through all this at the beginning of the season so that we can arrange ourselves. This is just 1 out of 38. I'm hopeful that ETH has got something up his sleeves, and I'm hoping that he will be able to get Rabiot is here and maybe one more player, and we can play around it, but not McTominay starting for Manchester United. No. If we continue with this present squad where McTominay and McFreddy are starting, then we are finishing at mid-table at the end of the season. Until then, do we have a prediction for Brentford on Saturday? Yes, we are going to Brentford. I'm sure we'll see an improvement. Whatever you do, Manchester United fans, please cut ETH some slacks. Give him some time for him to get this together. Remember, this has been going on for some time. He came to rebuild, and it's not something he will get done in a day or with a match. Thank God we are losing at the beginning of the season. This will make us understand that Manchester United is just a work in progress, and so many things are still wrong with the club, but I'm sure we'll get it right. Continue to trust and continue to believe in the club and in the team, because Manchester United is ours, and I'm sure it's a great club and it will always continue to be great. Until then, I remain your girl, Loretto, Princess of Football. Like I always tell you, it's all about Manchester United or nothing. Regards. Peace.